Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Humacyte HUMA 2025 Outlook Summary. Today is the 30th of December, 2024, and in the summary, we're going to kind of start to look at what 2025 will look like for the company. So I generally follow small cap pharma, I do some games, I do a little bit of everything, so if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot, and thank you. Disclaimer is, at the moment, I do not own anything. I sold it on approval, but I do have a plan to get back in. I will talk about that in the video. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 30th of December, and the slideshow will not be updated, but as we get new news, new slideshow, and I will be following this company throughout 2025, so we're just going to go from there. Okay. We're just going to get this done first. So, and I'm sorry if this is extra information because it's very similar to my last video, but we need to talk about it. So I'm still waiting dilution, but I'm going to buy options to cover just in case because we have not seen it occur yet. And that means probably something could be in the works. The company had 20 million at the end of quarter 3, 2024. The company did 2 offerings in the fourth quarter, one in October for 30 million and one in November for 15 million. Humacyte had a total operating expense of 30 million for the quarter, and the company also will receive 40 million, or did receive 40 million on approval. Okay, so great. What does that mean for cash? So this is just math time. 20 million plus 45 plus 40 gives us 105 million. Great. However, that is third quarter cash. So we're going to take another 30 million off of that. So the company should end 2024 with 75 million. Now, the company would really like to have a full year of cash for sales developed, which again is going to be around 120 million. So you're 45 million short at the moment. So I do still expect a dilution of about 10 million at 5-ish to make up that fact. And I don't think anyone is going to fret about it if that is what it is, because that's going to give the company a full year. And as we look at the sales, that should be good. All right, so first I'm going to talk about the Department of Defense. So we know the DoD will be buying, but what does that look like? So at a price between 10 and 20K, which is kind of where they're estimating the sales are going to be, at 15K, at $10 million buy would be 667 units, with restocking needed every 18 months. So how much would the Department of Defense buy at once? And 30 million is kind of my initial guess for this, because that would be about 2,000 units. We are not in any kind of war at the moment or anything that you would need a large amount of these units. So again, 10 to 30 million probably is a pretty safe bet for what they're going to buy. But again, we hope it's more, but we're just looking at the facts. Okay, so what can we expect for sales? So we're only going to be looking at trauma. But of course, we're going to revisit this as more indications are approved. So it seems like most analysts are putting peak sales around 200 million with lower expectations for 2025, which is around 10 to 30 million. So a little bit poor, but let's look at it. The company also stated it's going to have the ability to produce 40,000 units at the max, which at that's 15K price would only be 600 million, which would be great. That's not a problem. They will start at 8,000 units, which is what they can do right now, which is 120 million at the 15K price tag. So pretty simple. That's kind of where we're looking at the start for it, because right now they can do 8,000 units. 15K, 120 million. That's their operating expense. So that's kind of what you're looking at. So everything seems to indicate that 2025 will be slow, which is okay. The company's main goal is to be able to get sales started while they get more indications approved. Again, we're going to be looking at 2026 approval for dialysis, for some dialysis, not all of it. And, at that point, then all of a sudden that 120 million net making is a lot more with extra indications. The company is fully staffed, so of course, the operating expense for this year is probably going to be about 120 million, which is most likely the goal from the company. So I believe if they get 30 million in 2025, plus that 30 million for the Department of Defense, it would be a great start. It would eat up, half of your cash reserves if you can get up to that 120 mark. But then, of course, as you get into 2026, the Department of Defense is going to buy again. You're going to have better sales. You're going to have new indications. So I think it's going to be fairly positive for a long-term hold for the company. So hopefully this gave you some just general information. I'm sorry if it is a little bit pessimistic, but I am just looking at the numbers itself and what the sales could be for this. And so, if you think I am wrong, hey, please write in the comments, give me more information. That would be great. I also, if you've made it this far, I also have memberships and super thanks available at the bottom. That's just to help support the channel. It's nothing major. It's not required. Hey, if you just like and subscribe, I will also be really happy. So thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.